comes to relationships, I wonder why people tend to put their noses there. Find it a bit too of nosy.
I walks in like a disco light. Arafa and her blinding outfits per usual. But I have no moral and mental compass to be in a position to talk about Arafa or something weird.
Yeah.
On my staycation, you're looking at me and thinking I'm morally and mentally unfit. Bruh, you're shit. Because of morals, I've not dragged her by the hair now. Because ideally, I would fuck her up.
To a point, my friend has wanted to throw me under the bus on something that I clearly must have said to her in private.
Look at me, weed? Is it weed? Fuck that weed!
What was it that you
Is it weed?
okay. I told her you are that you Arafa, you a snake, you're a rat, snitching on your friend that she told you something in confidence.
You sat there and you didn't say anything. All you could do was with that colorful hair.
Now become bingo. I said there's nothing that I will not see.
Today's episode on the Housewives of Abuja was a whole lot, like it was a handful. Because what exactly is wrong with Tutu? Tutu just misbehaved in this episode. Because I don't understand why a grown-ass woman would actually send such a message to another grown-up woman, and then you expect that she gets to accept your apology because you have apologized. Like, when Princess actually goes ahead to say, oh, you know, when Tutu is mad, she's mad. Like, if you are mad, there are actually people in a psychiatric hospital who are actually mad too, but are being curtailed. So if you need to be curtailed, then maybe you should go to the psychiatric hospital and then be curtailed. Because it makes no sort of sense that you would come out and send such message to someone that is way older than you. Let's even forget the age. Let's forget the age. That you send such a message to someone because you're angry. To even think that her anger, why she's even angry, does not even make any sort of sense. But because she's a spoiled brat, she decides to show herself. Like, it makes no sense at all. Welcome to my YouTube channel. How you're doing? Hope you're doing great. Hope you're staying safe. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notified whenever I make a post and all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comment section what you think about today's episode of the Housewives of Abuja. If you hear any sound behind, it is actually generator. We do not have light. I don't know what's wrong with PHCN. Like, Nigeria right now, you're actually having power issues. So if you don't know, in case you're watching from other countries, it's actually called load shedding. Yes, I have learned one or two from South Africans. It's load shedding. We're having serious load shedding at this point in time. Now let's dive into today's video.
Now, when it comes to relationships, I wonder why people tend to put their noses there. What does it do for people? Do you get rich by it? Do you not? I think people deserve their privacy when it comes to that.
So today's episode actually opened up with Comfort and OJ Postrella actually meeting up. They're trying to get to know themselves, so they decided to meet up, talk about themselves, talk about what they love, talk about everything. Just, you know, when you want to know somebody, ask the questions that you want to ask just because you want to know the person. Then OJ Postrella asked them, Comfort, the question based on, oh, are you married? I know you have a child, are you married? And Comfort goes ahead to say yes, she's married to an Edo guy. But during her confessionals, she had so much to say about it. Basically, like, she doesn't know why people actually ask that question, why people actually poke nose into that. In my head, I don't understand. Is it wrong for me to know if you're married or not? I don't get it. Like, I don't know why she was actually very pissed at that question, but it made no sense at all for me, because if I want to know you, I want to know more about you. I want to know if you're married. I want to know if you have a child. So that when I come to visit you, one, it's going to determine maybe how I will dress to your place. Two, it's going to determine what gift I am bringing if I'm coming to your place, because it's not the same gift you give to a single lady that you would give to a married woman. Three, if I want to come to your house, I have to buy gifts for your kids as well. So I don't know why she was actually feeling so pissed about that question. If someone, I want to know, if someone now gets to ask me, oh, Comfort is your friend, is she married, or who is her husband, I don't get to know, then we are not friends. I don't understand why Comfort was actually pissed at that particular question.
Has it affected the way I'm talking to her? Has it stopped me from relating with anybody? I just find it a bit too of nosy.
I don't know what your experience is, girl, but, well, we'll see.
So after that scene, you see Samantha hosting the ladies to her fashion show. So her store is actually called Zohi Tagits. So I've actually seen this page a very long time. I never knew it was owned by Samantha. Good to know that the housewives are actually trying to portray what they do, because for a very long time I've just been wondering, why are these women not actually showcasing what they do? Like it was mind-boggling. Like, is it that the producers told them not to? But I'm happy now they're beginning to showcase who they are and what they do. Now she has actually invited the ladies to come shopping. So basically what she has to do with the festive period. I think when this thing was shot was actually during the Christmas season. So she invited them. When they came, she talked to them through the her wares, what she does. She also said she also caters for children. Then we now see the models actually running down the runway, and the models basically were actually kids. So the kids ran through the runway, and Jacoko's son was also one of the models.
Of course, my boy is here, honey.
I love the way Jakoko was actually hyped when she saw her son, because it's something to be proud of. It now brought memories of when during Housewives of Abuja, I think it was Laura's child that came to model. No, was it Laura or what's her name again? Toyin. Is it Toyin that is her name? They actually brought her child to model, and that thing actually caused the chaos. But this time around, there was no chaos between them. Jakoko actually hyped her son, and nobody actually faulted it. It was really fine to see. Then time for shopping. So, Samantha called the ladies and like, okay, come, let me show you the pieces I have. And then while they were showing pieces, we see Comfort actually pulling out Tutu beside, and like, Tutu, I've noticed that you're very cold towards me of late. What exactly is the problem? Are you fine? And Tutu goes ahead to say, no, I'm not fine. Like, I'm not fine. I've heard all you've said. I've heard that you said that I'm going through mental abuse, whatever thing that she even said. See, the problem with Tutu is that she's a spoiled brat. Let us say it as it is.
So to take out on your own income. She can't call me out because she didn't say nothing. She was nowhere to be found.
So she loves attention, and that is why I don't know why the housewives are not saying it. Sometimes actually like Arafa, because Arafa sees through some of these women and tells them to their faces like, I know what you're about to do, but I'm not going to be caught in this crossfire. So Tutu now goes ahead to say that she heard what Comfort had said, that she's actually going through mental issues and moral issues. She's actually going through mental and moral issues, something like that. And Comfort is like, no, that is not what I said. What I said is that you have no moral ground to actually talk to another person because of drink. Because you too, you drink. So why do you want to go and talk to Arafa based on her drinking attitude? You both drink. So what moral grounds do you have to go and talk to her? And then I feel there is more to this whole argument, because from the little confessionals they've said, and from what Tutu later said, is it because of weed? I think this has to do with something illegal. So I think Arafa and Tutu are actually into drugs, and these drugs is actually very illegal. So they did not want to really spill everything that happened.
Remember the context. But the problem here is that the context is not one that I should be sharing in public.
When am I gonna make weed? Is it weed? Fuck that weed.
What was it that?
Is it weed?
Oh, okay. I told her you are right. That you are.
Because
And I love Comfort's maturity at that. Comfort is like, I know what I want to say, but I cannot say it because it involves the authorities. So I'm going to keep short. And I loved it because some other women will just feel it there, no matter what the authorities want to do. Yes, I know Tutu might have all the connections in the world. Tutu knows everybody. That's what she says. So she might actually get herself free at the end of the day. But I love the fact that Comfort understands the risks that actually plays out if she gets to say certain things, and she decides to withdraw. She decides to respect the two of them, that is Arafa and Tutu, and say, you know what, I cannot say much because of what it entails. It entails illegal things. And then Tutu now goes ahead to say, is it weed? After all, my mother, my father knows about it. What else are you talking about? As in, it was just a whole lot. Tutu now raised her voice and then walked out on all of them.
my father, you don't know my mother, you don't know what they've done, you don't know how far they've come. No, let's say whatever we need to say, because everything I do in this life, my parents are aware, so say it. What?
I don't know what to say.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit.
Please give me my purse. Dad.
We now see what's her name again? We now see Princess actually going to meet her, asking her what's the problem. Also Comfort following her to ask what's the problem. Can you calm down? Shouldn't be it. And then she just got angry again. She She just got angry unnecessarily. Later on, she now sends a message to the ladies or to Comfort, but through the group chat. In my head, and when I read that message, I'm like, can you explain this to me? Like, you're angry, we understand. Okay, they say you don't have the moral grounds. Okay, we understand. But do you actually have the moral grounds? If you're drinking and someone else is drinking, what moral grounds do you have to go and talk to the other lady and say, oh, you cannot be drinking like this, I think you should cut down your drinking? Two of you are the same. So what exactly do you want to go and tell the person? So she got angry, walked away, now sends message to the group chat in regards to Comfort, that what is Comfort doing here? After all, Comfort is in Kaduna. Is this not Housewives of Abuja? What exactly is Comfort doing here? I'm going to leave a video of all the messages she sent. Because it's really uncalled for calling her names. It's really uncalled for. You're angry, control your anger. Everybody, you don't have the monopoly to anger. Anybody can say what they want to say at any point in time and nothing will happen. We now see Princess Jekoko and her husband trying to celebrate their 7 years anniversary, and it was very, very lovely to see. Then after that, we now see Princess trying to reconcile the ladies. Basically, she had called Tutu, trying to explain to Tutu that what she actually sent to Comfort was unnecessary. So she called Tutu, Comfort, and Arafa to the meeting to have that conversation. So while they were having that conversation, Tutu actually apologized to Comfort. But you know what? When you said some things, there are certain things that you cannot withdraw. Like, words cannot be withdrawn, you get. So she apologized. Comfort actually broke down in tears, and later on, Princess now had to face Arafa and say, Arafa, you're actually a snitch, you're actually a snake, you're actually this, that, calling her all sorts of names, rat as well, that Arafa, that Comfort actually told you this thing in confidence. Why exactly did you go and tell Tutu all this? Because you just wanted to snitch. That's why you said it. And even when this altercation was going on, you were nowhere to be found. You just sat down there doing nothing.
Arafa, you're a snake. You're a no, she is. No, she is.
Princess.
You're a rat.
Princess,
because your friend told you something in confidence. No. I understand.
We're trying to.
No, why are you needing it out?
Looking at her like, okay, I'm not even gonna say anything to you because how confidential was that?
So they were just having that whole back and forth. Later on, we see Comfort and Arafa trying to meet up, and Arafa was just giving Comfort attitude, saying, Comfort, you're not my friend, I don't expect this from you, you threw me under the bus, all of that. It was just a whole lot today. In my head, I'm like, you know what? Today's episode was something that could have slided over, but because they just wanted to put up a show, decided to put up a show. It was just there. Tutu, you need to grow up and just behave yourself. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you all tomorrow in regards to Wura. I'm going to release that video tomorrow, so I'll see you all later. Bye.
Told you I don't dabble. I do not. I am not going to disgrace myself and bring myself in front of these children.
Arafa,
I am not going to do
Arafa.
that. I will not learn my lesson. Stop taking it. Really stop.
What is true? Now become bingo. I said there's nothing that I will not see.